Battlefield 2025, or Battlefield 6 as everyone calls it, is the next game in the franchise that we are waiting for. However, based on most recent news, it is said that EA is starting to have ambitious expectations by expecting Battlefield 6 to have at least 100 million players. This sounds a bit much, but the question that isn't asked is, what does Battlefield 6 need to succeed? I'm Ants3, and if you have subscribed to the channel, I decided to do something a bit different today by sharing a few things that the next Battlefield game will need in order to succeed. If you are new to the channel, subscribe for more videos like this, as well as more gameplay moments, and without further ado, let's jump into it. So to start things off, Battlefield 6 will need to do the obvious, and that is to not be like Battlefield 2042. When that Battlefield game launched, it left everyone disappointed with the fact that there was too much like Call of Duty and less like previous Battlefield games, even though it technically was a Battlefield game in general. The main problem was the specialists and the fact that everyone had to play as a specialist, which kind of did not make much sense since most past Battlefield games put us in the point of view of a random soldier. This made it feel unique in some way, but specialists became the opposite. Not only that, we also had very few weapons at launch, maps that weren't great and had to be reworked over time, the gameplay mechanics that felt like they were downgraded, and in short, Battlefield 2042 did not live up to the hype, even with the updated features and such. As of right now, it's just an okay game, but it could have been better. What Battlefield 6 needs to improve is to not repeat the same mistakes that Battlefield 2042 had. By the way, before we continue, today's sponsor is Razer, the world's leading lifestyle brand for gamers by gamers, where you can find hardware like headsets, accessories, laptops, and more. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Now let's get back to the topic. Moving on to the next thing that Battlefield 6 needs to succeed is to make the game feel like it is Battlefield. What I mean by this is that past Battlefield games became a huge success because they had a lot more to offer. Battlefield 3, 4, 1, and even 5 all had good graphics, epic battles, campaign, destruction, and variety of gameplay mechanics that would let players have more freedom. So far, based on various leaks, Battlefield 6 supposedly has that, yet we still don't have much to go on besides leaked gameplay footage and what Battlefield Labs keeps talking about from here and there. If Battlefield 6 is to succeed, they will need to have what made past Battlefield games good. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is that Battlefield will need to have more to offer, and yes, that would also include Battle Royale. Think about this. Battlefield is said to have a Battle Royale mode that is free to play, and since its main competitor at this point would be Warzone, and if we were to look at what Warzone has become in its current state, we see that Battlefield would have a lot of things to not do. If Battlefield really wants people to play Battle Royale, they would have to not have unnecessary skins, a decent amount of weapons, good balancing, and of course, a better anti-cheat. For now, multiplayer, and what they would need to do now for that is to include a server browser and no skill-based matchmaking, except that seems to be on the fence right now, given the fact that many speculate that it might not have that at launch. But it could also have it post-launch, but we'll have to wait and see. The least they could do is tone down the skill-based matchmaking and give us something that is like a server browser, but without having to force players to play whatever game and or map the developers set up. And finally, Battlefield 6 needs a good campaign. So far, it is said that the campaign is supposedly 6 hours long, but it needs to be good in terms of gameplay, graphics, and memorial moments that would make the game better, just like how Battlefield 3, 4, and some of 1 and 5 also had. And that's about it. So if the Battlefield 6 needs to succeed, it should be better than whatever we got in Battlefield 2042, but also like previous Battlefield games that would make it fun and enjoyable. Especially if they want to be a success, now's the time to at least give players and fans the information that they want. What are your thoughts on the next game and what it should be? Leave a comment down below, and I'm going to try to make other videos like this, but as of now, it's a work in progress. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and other than that, I'll see you next time. Peace.